Welcome to the new Salto podcast, where we explore trending topics in smart living, innovative access control, and smart building solutions. In today's episode, we discuss an incredibly important topic: how to develop effective school lockdown procedures. Having a clear and detailed plan in place can make all the difference if you need to keep students and staff safe during critical events. We'll tackle the question nobody likes to think about and explore how modern access control solutions can make our schools more secure. Let's dive in.
Unblocking Talks, a podcast by Salto.
Hello, Alex. It's good to have you back on the channel.
Hello, everyone. It's great to be back.
Well, we're dealing with a difficult topic, and it's all about school safety and effective lockdown procedures. What are the biggest security challenges in schools today?
Schools, colleges, and universities around the world are facing an unprecedented security crisis. Unauthorized access, lack of monitoring, and poor communication systems are some of the top challenges they face today. But administrators also have to deal with many new and unusual issues like cyberbullying or negative peer pressure spread by social media sources online.
Yes, it is a hard situation to face. But where does this problem begin?
Totally. Unfortunately, emergency preparedness hasn't kept up with these changes. A simple survey of recent tragedies shows that common failings all stem from one thing: ineffective crisis management. Miscommunication and confusion about responsibilities or procedures cause more harm in an emergency. Plus, insufficient building access means first responders can't get where they need to in time.
But what are schools doing about these issues?
The need to keep our students' community and children safe has never been more critical. Many academic institutions and facilities are trying to revamp their lockdown procedures and access control protocols, and for good reason. They have already spent billions of dollars on modernizing their security systems and school infrastructure. But to develop foolproof, effective school lockdown procedures, we have to take a more holistic approach.
What would that involve?
First off, schools have to embrace smart access control solutions that balance flexibility, scalability, and robustness while still blending in. It also helps if they have smart features that make it easy to track incidents in and around the facility.
Apart from that, is there anything else that could be improved? Or anything we should pay attention to?
Yes, lockdown procedures must also be effective, efficient, and easy to implement. This starts with administrators understanding the potential threats. From security risks to natural disasters, each incident level will require a different response. Once you know what you're dealing with, you can tailor the lockdown plans accordingly.
So, how can schools use this knowledge to develop more effective lockdown procedures?
Unfortunately, there is no one-size-fits-all solution. Instead, it's best to apply the 5 P's of security: planning, process, protocol, practice, and prevention. Planning involves creating an emergency preparedness plan well in advance. Having clear guidelines and expected actions can save lives. Process reminds us that communication and training are also critical, as a plan is only as good as the people who implement it. The clearer and more consistent the communication, the smoother the process will be.
Communication is always a good way to proceed, but I am sure there is a plan for this.
You've said it. This brings us to protocol. Teachers, students, and staff need to know the exact protocols to follow in case of a lockdown situation. Practice is essential too, so regular drills should be part of the school calendar. Practice ensures everyone can react quickly and calmly if an emergency arises. But most important is prevention. The goal is to avoid unsafe situations whenever possible, and smart technologies go a long way in accomplishing that.
How can schools use smart solutions to strengthen their lockdown procedures?
Smart technologies play a major role in enhancing security during a lockdown. By integrating intelligent electronic access control systems, schools gain important functionalities, like the ability to lock doors and monitor entry points remotely.
Interesting. What about non-authorized solutions?
It is another option. They can also keep unauthorized individuals from accessing school grounds without putting students or teachers at risk. Using smart solutions also alerts authorities faster and provides real-time updates. This can be invaluable in a high-stress situation where every second matters.
But if all doors are locked in an emergency, how can first responders gain access?
That's a great question and one that is often overlooked. As I said, modern access control systems offer many advanced capabilities, such as mobile and digital credentials. First responders can gain access immediately for a set time using only digital keys delivered straight to their smartphones or face access thanks to face recognition technology.
What an interesting topic. Anything else we have not touched?
One last thing. The post-incident reviews are also critical. We can always learn from every situation. After an incident, schools should always ask what worked well, what didn't, and how can things be improved. This kind of evaluation will help students and staff be better prepared for any future incidents that may occur.
Unlocking Talks, a podcast by Salto.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of the Salto podcast. We hope you found this breakdown informative and insightful. Make sure to check our blog, where you can read our full analysis on this topic. For more episodes like this, check us out on Spotify, Apple Music, and Amazon Music. Don't forget to follow us on LinkedIn, Instagram, and YouTube. Ready to go keyless? Join us again soon for our next episode. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.